Hey guys, scoot over some.
What's up?
Me and Tiff are here, and we decided to come up with a new feature called Before Disney, where we look at the original fairy tales and then compare them to the happily ever afters that Disney gives us. And so first, we are going to talk about Snow White, because let's just say Disney got it wrong.
Way wrong.
Okay, so as you all know, the Disney version focuses on the poison apple. And after that, the prince happens upon her in a glass coffin and kisses her because he is her true love. And that somehow breaks the spell. There's also a lot of focus on the dwarves and how they each have their own characteristic and name, because who wants to live with a whole bunch of dwarves and be a teenager? Because I sure as hell don't. And it also kind of messes up how the queen dies. It's not so much accidental death when the dwarves are chasing her.
And she gets struck by lightning and just fall off the cliff magically. Like, awesome. Like, yeah, let's make her die. Let's just get her struck by lightning on the cliff and then she'll just fall to her doom.
Yeah, it's a little convenient. And then also the age difference of Snow White in the movie versus the book. Because in the book, she is a child.
Like 8 or 9 years old.
She's small.
Yeah.
And in the movie, she appears to be a teenager.
Like 15, probably.
Yeah. And so those are some of the ways that Disney got it wrong. And there are more ways that she was poisoned. Like in the original fairy tale, she's given a comb that's poisoned and she brushes her hair with it and then falls into a sleep.
And she gets tied with a magical lace that's like, she's laced up with a corset, and they tie the corset so tight that she can't breathe and she just kind of passes out, and then the dwarves find her like on the ground when they get home.
And they're like, let's cut this magical thing that she couldn't get off herself.
Yeah.
And what's the queen's deal with sleep? I mean, sleep and death, two totally different things. If you want somebody out of your way, you get them out of your way.
Like, why didn't you just stab her after you had her passed out? Like,
exactly. Why just be like, oh, I'm just going to leave her there to sleep?
Hopefully she's dead. If not, I mean, I'll just kill her again. Kill her.
Yeah, I'm going to kill her again. And then, like, the whole thing with the apple. In the movie, she just takes a bite, swallows it, and passes out. In the book, they split the apple, and she was supposed to swallow it, and that was supposed to be true death. But she chokes on it.
Yeah.
And just falls asleep.
And the queen's all mad. She's like, oh my gosh, I had to kill her again.
Exactly. And so, one day, the prince just happens along a glass coffin. And he's like, hey, let me take her home. And so the dwarves are like, no, and he makes all these promises, and the dwarves are like, okay, you can take her.
Yeah, you could just take this human that you don't even know who she is. You never met her. You can take this glass coffin. Sure.
And I mean, who really wants to just set this girl in a glass coffin up in your castle and be like, look at my centerpiece.
Yes.
Isn't she so pretty? Because that's
my
weird.
Interior designer is creepy.
Yeah, it's morbid. And then they also have, and how she comes out of her coma. There's no kiss at all. No kissing. Well, the wedding. But before that, no kissing.
No.
Do you know how she comes awake? They drop the coffin. And the apple flies out of her mouth.
And she's like, oh, I'm not choking anymore. I'm alive after like a year. I'm just still alive and perfectly fine.
Yeah, there's no, like, my limbs work. I can walk.
Like, you don't have bed sores or anything.
That's like, oh. And then, of course, because the dude drops her in her coffin, I'm going to marry him.
Yeah.
Let's just go get married, guys. I'm
really 8 years
young.
old. Let's get married. It's a great idea.
The only thing that I have to say, the queen totally gets what she deserves.
Mm-hmm.
They invite her to the wedding. And I want to know, how does she know that she's not dead? Yeah. I mean, how does she know?
Well, she asked the mirror again, I think.
True.
And it was like, you're not the fairest of them all anymore. But she's like, oh well, I'll just go to the wedding.
Yeah,
like,
because
why did she give up
Yeah, I was like, well, they're getting married. Let's
Yeah.
not be rash anymore.
I think they weren't in the same territory anymore, and so it was telling her she's the fairest in all of this land. The
Possibly.
Queen, so.
And so, yeah, she goes to the wedding, and surprise, they're going to kill her.
Yeah.
They make her wear iron shoes and dance on hot coals.
And then...
Until she dies.
Yeah.
She, like, just passes out and dies because that shit's hot. Let's be real.
Like,
I don't want to dance on hot coals in iron shoes.
like, she should have came up with that for Snow White to kill her.
Exactly. Like, where's the creativity here? Let's just poison things and hope she dies.
Yeah.
And then they have the whole, like, I can't even with this story.
It's just... It's, to me, the real Snow White story is a lot more like the Snow White and the Huntsman movie. It's a lot gory like that movie. Like, it makes more sense.
Yeah.
To me. It's more true to the actual story.
And true to the times, I guess. Because, you know, the whole, let's get married when my wife is still, like,
9,
a baby.
Yeah. A fetus.
But, in the end, yeah, the queen totally got what she deserved. Even my 6-year-old agreed. She's like, that should have happened. And I'm like, you are so my child.
Yeah.
And, so, we want to know, what do you think? Do you like the Disney version better? I mean, yeah, it's got the happily ever after, but come on. These were cautionary tales. There were not supposed to be happily ever afters as the main focus. It was basically, this is what happens when you do this, and...
This is what you get.
Yeah, you get what's coming to you. So do you like...
So don't open the door for every old lady who comes up to your house.
Does that?
Trying to sell you. They're like, oh, I'll give you this free thing, free comb for you. Like, no.
Why?
They told you 3 times not to open the door, and you keep opening the door.
Yeah, at some point, yeah, you deserve to get poisoned. But, I mean, do you like the original Grimm story better, or do you like the Disney version better? Yeah, I don't know. They both have things that I hate about them, and they both have things that I like. Because, I mean, Dopey was adorable.
Yeah, I think I personally probably like the Disney one a little bit more, just because there's a lot of singing and musical things. And they're so cute, and, like, some of them are pleasant, and it's like, okay, yeah, they're letting her stay in their house in the regular one, but in the Disney version, they're, like, super happy, and they're like,
Except for Grumpy.
Look at this.
Grumpy's like, kick her out.
Yeah, except
Get her out of here.
Yeah. But...
So, let us know in the comments what you think,
Yeah.
and we'll get back with you. So, until next time, and we don't know what we're going to read next time, but we'll post about it on the blog or on Twitter or something and let y'all know. So, until then.
What about suggestions?
Oh, yeah. Or
Yeah.
which one do you want us to read next?
Yeah.
So, post that in the comments, and we will do that one. So, see you till next time.
See you later.